So I'm super, super happy we finally got a really well-made game. The only problem I have with it is the damn servers. Now, I guess you probably already know what I'm talking about. It's Helldivers 2. Now, I never played the first one, but I was informed it was more like a real-time strategy, a little, overhead type game. And I never got to play it. I wasn't big on those real-time strategies anyway. But it's really cool to see this be, third person. It's definitely massive in scale, how a lot of it feels. I've only been playing medium and right above medium. I can't remember what it's called. But I haven't really gotten into the bigger stuff yet. I'm fairly low level too. But I have to say, it really scratches that itch I've been needing for another online game that's actually fun. Call of Duty is just complete mindless, whatever. Get on, maybe get a dub, and then get off and just enjoy what I can enjoy. But this game feels like it's entirely developed for players. It's literally for a player basis, for people to stay, come back, work with each other, have fun, and hopefully, and I hate I'm saying this, Xbox joins the fight. Now, with a lot of the schlock that's been given us, that's online only, basically live service games, it really just kind of clears the system up. It's something really good. It's something that's really good to enjoy with friends. I actually got back up with a old Call of Duty player that I used to play Call of Duty with. I tried Apex with. A good online player. I got back up with him, and we've been trioing it just a little bit, but hopefully we can get a fourth in. We're trying to convince somebody right now, but he seems like he's going to be hard-headed and loyal to a fault. It runs pretty smooth. I've had hardly anything come up of it, not to mention with a horde coming in. The only thing I don't like really is going to be the robots. I think they're fucking tough, and I try to play that solo, and I suck at it. But anyway, back to the positives. Basically, I like the creature designs up to a certain point, because, there are just a few of them, but they are definitely far enough in between so I could tell the difference, and I know I'm about to get my ass whooped. I hate ticks. That's what my buddy called them. I just hate them. The big, giant, swollen, glowing ass. Yeah, they suck ass. Also, there is friendly fire, which actually just makes it funny. And they have a counter at the end where you can actually see, and it tells you who got the most friendly fire damage, which is hilarious. I usually get the most. It's me. I'm not a good player. But it's not even just that. The actual smoothness, if you can get in the game, of joining other people's games, it's quick. It's easy. It doesn't take a whole lot. It's actually just super simple. And the other problem I have is SOS. I've never had one actually work. A buddy of mine did. But it seems to be trouble to, get that to work. Now, maybe it was just I was at the wrong time. Nobody was throwing them up. I had a good 30-minute wait because I was in the middle of doing something while I was doing that. And I was hoping I could drop in. Also, the weapons. They're super cool. I'm not going to lie. I know somebody that doesn't like it as much, but the way you use your abilities and stuff, or I say abilities, where you call in, reinforcement if somebody gets hurt or killed, the way to bring heavy weapons into the game, all that is all done by holding one button or whatever it is on keyboard. I'm playing on PS5. But you hold a button and you put in a key combo, and then you can equip it to throw it. It's weird. I like it. It's just weird. It's different. And I like that it's a pretty unique mechanic that I've never seen on another game. And to get down to the armor. The armor is, they pretty much blur together. I bought the bigger edition, so I got that really cool armor. And it definitely helps me because I kind of suck at the game. But overall, with teams, we do pretty well. I still get probably 40 kills less, and we're shooting in the hundreds, so we're not doing too bad. Luckily, the guy that's playing it is super into video games. So when he gets on a game that's multiplayer, he's on it. He knows everything about it. He's our go-to guru. Now, the things I don't really like is, honestly, some of the first person is just a little weird because you can straight ADS first person. It's a little wonky, but it works sometimes better with the heavier weapons because it doesn't bounce as much from the third person. It doesn't seem like it. It's definitely got a learning curve as far as jumping into it because they got secret missions, secret areas, all this other stuff, which pretty well designed for exploring anyway. It definitely piques my interest to go around, even though, because each map's a little bit different. I've only been on to one planet. I haven't got to the other planets, but from what I understand, a lot of people are saying, well, you still are only defending. You haven't went into their territory yet. So there's much more to go. Like I said, I'm still a lower level. I have a lot more levels to go. And from what I understand, even when you get higher levels, you unlock better stuff. It's definitely a grind, but if you have friends and you're enjoying what you're doing, the grind is less tedious. And the higher level difficulty you use, the more you get out of it anyway. So it's not like you just need to stick to medium the whole time. If you can start leveling up correctly and get the stuff that helps you better, you can level up to the next point. And when you get to the next set of weapons and items and whatever, you can go to a harder difficulty. It makes it easier. I have to say, this is like pretty much from launch, it's like a 7 out of 10 only because of server issues. From what I understand, I believe it was supposed to be a free weekend with it, which is kind of weird since it just opened up. So that's probably why the servers were full, but I'm hoping they're not as full now. They probably still are. If they're not, it's a 10 out of 10, I have to say, or a 9.5 out of 10. It plays well, it's smooth. You know, actually getting into the game is the only problem, but actually once you get into it, playing with your friends is super easy. It's easy to, you know, jump into another, each other's lobby or whatever you want to call it, and each other's ship, and all the guns are pretty unique, pretty fun. Not to mention you have rare drops out in the world that can come up at any point, and it's super cool to find them because then you can use them, and then you kind of, so let's see if I want to purchase this gun. And not to mention some of the stuff in-game currency can still be gotten anyway to where you don't have to pay for it. So it's not exactly pay to win. I mean, you could pay for the credits and get certain items, but it's not much different than actually doing the Battle Pass. And now for the Battle Pass. Basically how this works, you get these emblems or coins or whatever, and so many you got to use. I can't remember. There's another game that does this. I can't remember which one. But basically, you need like 12 purchases or 12 coins used. It doesn't matter if it was, this one costs 5, this one costs 3, this one costs 9. As long as it adds up to 12, the next tier is unlocked. And then the next one, and the next one, it kind of keeps going until you get into the hundreds. I think it's almost like 1,000, but it's going to be really cool. And this is not the only one they're doing, so it's going to be something I'm looking forward to. But I think I'm done rambling. I have to say, yeah, like I said, 9.5 out of 10, 10 out of 10, however you want to look at it. Definitely, I'd say buy it. It's a cheaper game on the market, done by a really good studio. They did really good work. You can tell they put some, thought into it, some heart into it, and actually cared about the gamers. And we still have a lot more to come. So they just started. It's not even, been out a month. It's actually only been like a week, and it's just popping off. I don't think it's a fad game. I think it's actually going to work out, and this should be able to at least last for a little while. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Y'all have a good one.